Welcome back. Joining us in studio, we have friend of the show, Ashley Moran. Thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Oh, no, thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it.
Of course. So we're talking about it's School Bus Safety Week for Louisiana, and you have some tips for both students and drivers out there.
Yes, absolutely. Now, this is a huge issue because these are really vulnerable students. You know, they're really mostly kids. You know, we don't want to have anybody be in a crash in this situation.
Yeah.
So what we are really recommending people do is, you know, the school bus is a very safe form of transportation. Because of its size, because of its heft, it really is the best way to get your kid to and from school.
Yeah.
But I know that parents are concerned. And so, you know, the biggest thing is just teach your kids how to get on and off safely, because that is really the most dangerous time for them when they're on the roadway.
Yeah, absolutely. And when they're waiting for the bus, how far back away from the road should they be standing?
Yeah, definitely. About 5 to 10 feet, I would definitely, you know, because you're there about 6 feet, that's kind of like in the middle. But yeah. Definitely, you know,
as
you want to give
away
a
from possible.
Yeah, I mean, you know, then you can still see the bus. But yeah, definitely give that buffer, because you don't. What you don't want is to have a child get hit when they run up to the bus or anything like that. And definitely, like I said, remain in your seat the entire time, because that's really when we're having these crashes. That's when they're occurring, is when kids would like kind of get up and then the bus would stop, and then they're kind of like, you know, thrown,
jostled around. Yeah,
and that's not safe. And them being in the seat belt, not the seat belt, the bus seat, is really safe. And that's why a lot of the buses, most of the buses don't have seat belts, is because they have this thing called compartmentalization. And the bus seat in and of itself is kind of set up as its own kind of airbag system. Yeah. So it's actually really safe. Like, they don't need to have the seat belts. If they just sit there and sit quietly in the seat, it's really safe for them.
Yeah, and what about drivers? Because I know a lot of times when school starts back, we kind of forget how to act when a school bus is on the road.
Absolutely. So the biggest thing for drivers is, you know, just stop. Just when you see a school bus, drive really careful around them. Obviously, don't drive distracted. Don't have your phone out when you're there. But just drive really slow around them. Watch for when they're activating their stop signs. You know, definitely just follow the directions on the bus. And the thing is, you're not going to get in trouble if you're a little bit more cautious. Like, nobody's out there looking for someone driving cautiously on the roadway. It's just drive kind of slow and predictable. And if you feel like you should stop, you know, just to allow the kids to have ingress and egress off of the bus, please do so. That is the most safest action you can take.
And I love that we have School Bus Safety Week in January too. We were talking about it's good that we are kind of reminding people of the rules of the road for school buses.
Yes, absolutely. It's kind of as a refresher, because we just don't want to have any of our children be involved in a fatal or serious injury crash with a bus. So.
Well, Ashley, thank you so much for sharing these tips with our viewers today.
No, thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it.
Of course. If you at home want to learn more, head to our website, klaf.com. Let's check in with Adam Olivier.